Right, welcome back to the channel, Cyborg Pirate, and don't forget to check us out on cyborgpirate.com. So today we are going to discuss the importance of why you need to do your VIPs every year, and also even more so important as why to not allow your cylinders to get down to zero and allow for water intrusion. We had a customer come to us that brought in a CCR cylinder to do a VIP on it and opened it up, and we found some pretty nasty stuff. So we're going to take a look at that today. So here's the cylinder, and as you can see, he's got some nasty stuff on the end of that valve, and you're not going to be able to see it here. However, what we're going to do, and so here is the threads of the cylinder. As we go into it here, you can see that there is a lot of rust in this cylinder. And when we talked to our client here, he said that he just let a little bit of he didn't mean to let any of the moisture in there. He ran out of gas, and he was in salt water, so this happened very quickly, but he got water intrusion in his cylinder. So now he is going to have to pay for a tumbling, O2 cleaning, and a rebuild of his valve. So tumbling of the cylinder, so we're going to put it on our tumbler. It's going to take a couple hours to get that done, and once we do that, we'll bring it back and show you what a clean cylinder should look like. But again, make sure you get your VIPs done every year as they're supposed to be done by a reputable shop, whether that be with Cyborg Pirate or with another reputable shop to get that done. Also, make sure that you do not run your tanks all the way to 0 PSI when you're in the water with them. Always keep a little bit. The recommended obviously is 500 PSI is what you come back with. That's part of your reserve, but just don't run them down to 0, folks. This gets costly and it's dangerous for your tanks. Don't forget to do your hydros every 5 years. Stay tuned. We'll come back with a clean tank in a couple hours. We'll get that done. All right, so after we did the tumble, here we are going into the beginning of the tank. As you can see, no rust. Right there in the threads, everything looks good. Go into the tank itself. Got a much different look than all that rust that was in there previously. So let me straighten this camera out, head down towards the bottom. Now this is just for the video purposes. Actually, the way this is done is with a light that sorry, let me straighten this out. It's done with a light and inspection, also with a measurement gauge of any gouges. And this tank looks actually really good now that we've got it all tumbled and done. So no rust in the bottom, everything looks good down there. Little bit of pitting there, but we'll measure that with the gauge and make sure that pitting is not anything that's going to cause for any concern. And we'll seal this tank up. The valve's been rebuilt and cleaned. We'll O2 clean this, seal it all up, clean the outside of it, and put on, as you can see, we've got, this is the outside of it. This is the old Viz sticker. So we'll replace that Viz sticker with a new one, clean that up. And he spent some money on some Trimix and diluent stickers. We're not going to take those off, but we did look at the tank quite a bit to make sure that there's no rust or anything on it there. All right, thanks for checking us out. Cyborg Pirate, cyborgpirate.com. And be sure to keep your tanks dry, keep PSI in them so that you don't get water infiltration, and also do your VIPs every year as you're expected to. Make sure you don't compromise your expensive tanks. Cyborg out.